right. Hi everyone, it's Jerry Ann with scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com, and I wanted to share with you this evening a project which is a 8-page layout class using, oh goodness, Scrap and Stamp Creations.blogspot.com. There's my link. Oh, thank you, Christine. Anyway, I wanted to share with you an 8-page layout that I got from my Upline Shannon. Not our fun Shannon, but another Shannon. And we're going to use the superhero paper, which is only available till the end of the month. If you don't get it by then, you'll be out. And if you placed an order on my website this month, you will be getting an emailed copy of the cutting guide. I just got to get it on the computer in order to get it set, which will happen by Wednesday of this week. But I wanted to show you the pages. This idea book here that I'm showing you will only be valid until July 31st. Many of the items will retire. However, all of the stamp sets will be available until next spring. So if you are wanting embellishments or some of the paper collections, you definitely want to purchase those by the end of the month. And you can definitely order those on my website, and you can get that link through my blog. But the cool thing is, Shannon and I have the brand new catalog in my hot little hand with paper. And that just totally cool, fun things. So as soon as I get your check, I'll mail yours out. And that, so I'm very, very excited. There's lots and lots. Sneak peek. There's a cute little layout right here. Sneak peek of stuff. And the thing is nothing in this catalog is available until August 1st, is when I can place orders for people. And we did get a brand new Cricut cartridge. So I'm really excited about that as well. So I'm just really excited for the new catalog to come live. I've ordered a couple of things that I can order and pre-order in order to be able to show you. But I am so excited, and next Monday I should be able to share a link so you guys will be able to look at the new catalog online. So that's really the important part, is to make sure you guys are all aware that you need to be picking up the last little bits of things that you would like out of this catalog, because once the catalog ends, it will happen very quickly. There are quite a few colors that are retiring, so you definitely want to get a hold of those ink pads, and also some you'll want to get the ink pads and the reinkers if they're favorite colors. So definitely look at that. We did get some new ink sizes and things like that. I'm thinking it's just taking some time for everybody to get settled. So I'm really, really excited about that. We're going to work on the superhero layouts, and so I'm going to show you what those layouts look like. Again, these are my friends' kids in the photos, and that's really awesome. So we have 4-page layouts in this series. We'll be doing the cutting this evening, and then next week we'll do all the embellishing. So I'll go through all of the pieces for cutting and everything, so we'll be good that way. And you definitely want to get some sticky notes and label them pages 1 through 8, because it'll make it easier for you when you go to start sorting your papers, okay? So here is the first page of the layout. I have not yet made a list. I did kind of list what I was planning on using, but I didn't get the layouts until today. So it's the Workshop on the Go for Superhero, and this collection will only be available through the 31st of this month. So this is page 2. I did take some photos, and I'll get those down. This is page 3. This is page 4. My friend has all girls, and she used this paper for campfire because campfire colors are blue and red and yellow, and so she was able to do that. There's this page, and then this one. That's 5 and 6. Here is number 7 and number 8. Okay, we're going to be using if you place an order on my website, you'll get the cutting guide online. For this workshop on the go, you are going to need 6 additional pieces of white cardstock for your base pages, and that's one of the things that you will definitely need. The second thing that you're going to need is a piece of gray cards as well, and you can choose any of the grays or anything that you have. You are going to end up with, I think, 3 pieces of paper left over from your workshop on the go, which is G137. You're going to end up with actually a comic book page as well as 2 of the cranberry pages. We're also going to use the Dimensional Elements stars, and they're Z1680. Hi, honey.
Hi, Nicole's very mad at me.
Why?
Because of something I said earlier that Harrison just repeated, and now I feel horrible for saying it.
What?
Well, Harrison was asking a bunch of questions about who was going to drive home, and I made the sarcastic remark, hopefully not my sister, or I'll have a panic attack.
Oh. Oh, having 2 teenage girls in the house? Yeah. Crazy.
So Harrison just like, so who's gonna drive the Boys and Girls Club? And then Nicole's like, I don't know. And then he goes, hopefully not you, so your sister doesn't have an anxiety attack.
Oh.
Nicole looks at me, glares, and I just went, oh crap.
You guys are learning. You're learning. He will repeat it.
He was asking me a bunch of questions. I was being really sarcastic, and now I feel horrible. And yet it's too funny to stop laughing.
Yeah. You might offer to let her punch you.
I was thinking about that.
Oh. Yeah, you might offer to let her punch you. Apparently, my son has autism, and my son is echolalic, which means he repeats verbatim what you say, and he's just now at the expressive language state where he will use what you say in order to parrot back. So my son was asking my 18-year-old niece a bunch of questions about driving because I have my 16-year-old who is living with me got her permit last Tuesday and has been driving, and she drove to Girls and Boys today and all of that, which was tons of fun. And my 18-year-old niece is not yet driving because she hasn't taken her permit test. And yeah, Nicole is so excited, and she's a really good driver. That's the other part that's really cool. She is doing a really, really good job. And so Harrison, said something about driving, and particularly her older sister kind of said, well, hopefully it's not Nicole because then I won't have an anxiety attack. Well, Harrison was asking who is driving and all of that kind of stuff, very much kind of worried about things. And Nicole said, I don't know. And he looked at her and said, hopefully it's not you tomorrow so that you don't give your sister an anxiety attack. And needless to say, 2 teenagers, they're just, a barrel of laughs. And so one is mad at the other. And that, so, and unfortunately, with Harrison, sometimes you just give him some stupid answer. And, you never know when it's going to come back to haunt you. So, I'm very careful what I say about him, say around him or to him, because he will repeat. He does not want to hear it. He's like the kid who would look at that lady, you would make some comment about her appearance, and my son would go up to her and tell her that. So we're really careful at what we say. The girls are trying really hard to learn that. They haven't had to live with that. They haven't been around. And so it is just an absolute funny, it's funny, but it's also frustrating, because I definitely understand the anxiety about learning how to drive. And, you already get all the jokes about, staying off the roads and staying off the sidewalks and everything. And until she gets to drive next week, when everybody starts teasing her, then it'll be a different story. So we'll see what happens on Wednesday. I'm going to take her on Wednesday to see if she can pass the test. So, yeah, very much so. We're going to use the superhero compliments, which are X7152, and we are going to use, I have a couple of stamp sets. We're also going to use the badge buttons, which is Z1688, and that, yeah, well, and they all want to, and the sad thing is that my kid wants to too. Harrison really wants to drive as well, and he's not going to drive for another few years. Although there is a practice test in Washington, so you line and take the practice test in order to prepare for taking the written test or the knowledge test. And so Harrison can get half of those right now, which is pretty amazing. We're going to use Magic Adventures, which is D1509. The Superhero Workshop on the Go stamp set. And then Super Power D45. And now I'm black. And now I'm back. Alright. I have no idea why that is doing that, but it is driving me absolutely crazy. I need to do some backup stuff. So anyway, tonight we are going to do the cutting. Alright? I'm going to tell you the colors of the paper and everything. We're going to do the cutting and what pages they are. Next week, we're going to tack them down like we did with the purse. And then next week, we'll actually go and do the embellishing on all 8 pages. All right? So, I want to go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to need 6 additional sheets of white and our 2 black pieces. And those are the bases of our pages. So that is what we need. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and start with the 2 white sheets that come in our pack. All right. Wow. All right. So, of our white daisy, I'm going to flip you guys down here. I'm gonna cover you up here. Well, I'm telling you, anybody who wants it, I will get it for you. I'm excited about it. And so that is, yeah, it is named Bullets and special. It comes with 3 stamp sets and the oh, I'm just like, there we go. I love the old one, so I'm sure that we'll have a couple of specials coming up and stuff. I'll be getting the new one soon. We'll be buy it from me. So, so anyway, let's go ahead and get started on the white daisy cardstock. We're going to cut our first one at 6 inches. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of paper. We're going to cut the first one at 6. And we're going to cut the next one at 4. And at 4. And those 3 pieces are for pages 1 and 2.
I offered for her to punch me when I was about to door swinging. She's really mad.
I know. I'm sorry, honey. All right.
I mean it though.
Well, unfortunately, the things you say,
I know.
it's almost like your mom saying those things, okay?
Yeah. The only difference between me and my mother is I don't mean it. It just unfilteredly comes out.
I understand, but that's what she does. And we're going to cut these again at 4 inches, and we're going to have 2 of these on page 3 and 2, oh goodness, come on. 2 of these on for page 3 and 4. Leave her alone for a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go hang out with Matt and give her some time.
Alright.
I'm planning on hanging out with her tonight, but I don't think that's gonna happen now.
Alright, this other 4 by 6 piece we're gonna cut at 4.5 by 3.5. And this is for page 3.
10:30, right?
Curfew is 10:30 because it's a school night tomorrow, or a school day tomorrow. Okay? And am I taking you to school tomorrow, or are you going to take the bus?
I actually kind of preferred you took me.
Alright, I'm more than happy to take you.
Okay, because my stomach's been upset all day. Actually, it's been upset for the last couple days.
Alright, buddy, are you okay? You smell like wet dog. Or you smell like hot dog. Too funny. You're a hot dog.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new thing. What you waiting for?
You're so silly.
It's off Mickey Mouse.
I understand. Okay, I'm doing my class.
Okay.
Yes, that is awesome. Yep, we're selling blades and mats, which is good. Alright, for our second piece of white daisy cardstock, we're going to cut our first piece at 1.5 by 12. And we're going to cut that down to 11 inches. And this is for page 2. I'm just putting that with my sticky note. And now we are going to cut our paper at 3.5 inches. And we have pieces at 3.5 by 3.5.
The notebooks.
They're up on the paper, up on the thing. These are for page 7 and 8. So these are, yeah. Well, I will be posting the information and stuff on my blog, and anyone who purchased an item on my website this month or buys the workshop on the go for this class, I will be sending you an electronic copy of the cutting guide so that you will get a chance to see them. And so that works really, really well. Here, honey. You got one?
Mm-hmm.
So these 3.5 pages are for page 7 and 8. The next piece again by 3.5. And we're going to get another 3.5 by 3.5. And that again is for page 7 and 8. And then we've got a 3.25 by 3.25 inch piece for page number 3. And we have a 3 by 3 piece out of this as well. And that's for page 1. Are you getting text but you don't have a phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, because of the wireless hookup?
No, it's because of Cricket.
Oh. Are they sending you a note?
No, they have, you can have text message for after it gets shut off.
Okay. Alright. Oh, crap. Oh, you guys. This is where the cutting guide comes in handy if you read it all beforehand. So I need a 6 1/4 piece. And I need glue. Okay. By a 3 1/4 piece. And this is for page number 4. I ended up cutting this wrong, so when you guys look at it, when you get your piece, that ends up like this. You want to cut your piece along this side first. I'll recut this one so you guys can see how it's supposed to go. But you need a 6 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this is for page 4. And then you need 2 3 by 3s. And that is going to leave me a little short on one of those 3 by 3s, because that would be 2 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that at 2 3/4, and we'll just make it work. And these I'm assuming are for page 7 and 8 as well, because there is not a page number on them. I'll have to figure that out. All right. Page 4. All right. 1 2 3 4. We need 5 and 6. All right, so that was the 2 white pieces. The next piece is the star B&T, which is this one here. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take the zip strip off by coming right at 12 inches. We're going to hang on to that because we'll need it. We're going to cut a 2 by 12 inch piece. And this is for page 8. We're going to cut a 1 by 12 inch piece. And again, this is for page 8. We are going to cut a 4 by, we're going to make a 5 inch cut here. So 5 by 12. And we're going to have a 5 by 5 inch square for page 7. And then we would need a 4 by 7, so we're going to lose about an inch, and that's extra. And this is for page 4. And then we need a 2 by 7 inch piece as well for page 7. Who's texting you?
Matt.
Okay. They just not available yet, or?
He just got off work.
Oh, okay. Hi. All right. And now, oh, as I did see, I'm going to need, you are not going to have an extra tile B&T. Where is it? You need a 5 by 12 inch piece, and that's this piece here with all the periodic table. Okay, 5 by 12. And this is for page 5. We are doing an 8-page layout class. So it is 4 2-page layouts. And then we also are going to need a 5 inch by 10 inch.
Can I get the butterfly, please?
Yes, you may have the butterfly. You may use my butterfly. And all of the cutting stuff is back there. And then the
buddy.
and then the The plates are there. Okay. The plates are right there. The cutting back. And then the differ flies. There's a big one and a little one. Alright. So this is extra as well. We'll use this as we kind of go along. I know. She made her sister mad, so I think she's going to come hide with me until her sister cools off.
No, I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to go hide over at a friend's.
Okay.
And then hopefully in about 3 hours, my sister can cool off.
Or at least she doesn't put rocks in your bed. Alright, guys. The next one we're going to do... The next one we're going to do is the Moonstruck cardstock, which is this color here. And we are going to cut a 3-inch piece and a second 3-inch piece. And both of those we need to cut down to 11 inches. And these are for page 1 and 2. We might actually get to embellish a couple of these tonight. What did I do with the... Okay. And then I need a 5 by... So we're going to cut the next one at 5 inches.
Hey, do you have another cutter?
Yes, I do have another cutter. You guys, this is my crafty niece that made the Silver Mist doll. That one doesn't cut real straight. You might want to turn the light on above you, Ange, just so that you can see. So we've cut that at 5. Our cut is at 7. And then we should have, and this is for page 2. And then we need a 5-inch by 4-inch piece. And this is for page number 4. So that's our Moonstruck. This is what we have left over. All right. All right, the next is the word paper, which is this one here. It says pow and bang and boom and all of that kind of stuff. We're going to cut a 4-inch piece and a second 4-inch piece. And these both need to be cut down to 11 inches.
And then I'm going to need the pokey thing.
Okay. All right, and then we are going to need a 2 by 12 and a second 2 by 12, which just cut us off the zip strip. We'll save the zip strip for our project. Stick it over here. And these are for page 5 and 6. We're doing 4 2-page layouts with 1 cutting guide. Here's the pokey, honey. I'll have pictures up on my blog soon. Alright, now we have the red distressed B&T. And we're going to cut a 4 by 12 inch piece. The zip strip is this little strip that has the information on the back of it. And that about close to my heart and what it is. And on the other side, it is the little strip with the paper and the words and stuff. This was new to this last catalog. Really nice. So it basically lets you use the entire piece of paper. And it's called a zip strip. Alright, so we have a 4 by 12 for page number 8 in the red. And now we need a 2.5 inch strip. And with that down to this. And then that leaves us a 2.5 by 2 inch strip for page number 5. And the 2.5 by 10 inch strip is for page number 6. Ah! Don't know why it keeps going like that, but it drives me crazy. Alright. And then we need a 1/2 inch. Yeah. A 1/2 inch by... Oh, we need a 2.5 by 7. So we're going to cut it 3 inches. 3 inches. By 7 inches. And now we're going to cut a 1/2 inch off of this to give us a 2.5 by 7 and a 1/2 inch by 7 for page number 7. And that leaves these as extra. I kind of am watching to see if it kind of cuts back and forth. So I'm trying to watch, guys. Alright. The next page is the comic strip page. Absolutely love this page. It's this one that looks like this. Superheroes. We're going to cut a... Gotta love the phone. Alright, so zip strip, we're just cutting that out, and I'm going to use this side just because, let's see, more of the characters, so you kind of look around and see what you find. So we're going to need 2, 4, 6 by, a 6 by 12 piece, and then these cut down in 2-inch strips. And these 3 are, 2 of these are for page 1, and 1 of these are for page 7. And then we have a 4.5 by 12-inch piece for page 8. And then we have a 1/2 inch strip by 12 also for page 8. Okay? And then we have the piece left over. Which is really cute because I didn't plan that. The next piece is the stripes. And we are going to use, we're going to cut down, let's see, the stripes go up and down, so we want to cut the zip strip off. And set that aside. We want our stripes to go up and down. We are going to cut, actually what we're going to do is we're going to cut at 7 inches first. And then we're going to cut at 6 inches. I don't know what the deal is, guys. Ustream has just been not nice. I don't know where these go.
Where's the prayers? Do you have any more of them?
Any more what?
The prayers.
I didn't bring any of those home. The scripture verse?
Yeah.
Didn't have any more of those. Let me see. I think I'm looking at my samples here. Let me see if I can find them. Striped paper, striped paper. Oh, they are page 3 and 4. The striped paper is 3 and 4. All right, so 3 and 4.
I'm still with some of your stickers.
Oh, by all means. There should say something on there. Alright, so I need a 4 by 12 inch piece. And we actually are going to use the star side, and this is for page 3. And then we need a 1 by 5 inch piece of the stripe. And that is also for page 3, I think. Alright, we're down to the last one. Cute.
Okay. Now I'm going to go show Matt and Robert because they wanted to know what we were doing in class.
Okay. So now we're cutting the sky blue cardstock, and we need 3 pieces at 4 by 6. So we're cutting at 6 first, and then we're cutting at 4 inches. And those are for pages 7 and 8. And we have half a sheet left. And then finally, we need our piece of gray cardstock, and this is the one that you need to add. So you need 6 sheets of white and 1 piece of gray. And we are going to cut at 6 inches. And we need 3 4/6s. 1, 2, 3. And those are for page 5. And then we also need a 5 inch by 6 inch piece. And that is for page 6. 3 and 4. This is for 5 and 6. And this is for, oh, these all go on page, there we go. And this one goes for page 6. And then we're left with the extra. Okay? So we do have some extra pieces to stamp on, to do whatever we choose to do with. So we have those. And all of our paper is now cut. Page 1 and 2 is built on a black background. So we're just going to lay those out. All of our pieces on the 2 black cardstock. So that's 1 and 2. Page 3 and 4 are built on white cardstock. Page 5 and 6 are built on white cardstock. And page 7 and 8 are built on white cardstock. Okay, guys? Alright, are you ready for maybe a layout to go together? Is anybody out there? Okay. So, let me grab when I teach a class at my house, we do these in about 3 hours. So that's the all right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and put our layouts together. We're going to need the 2 zip strips that have the words on them for this layout. And it looks like this was all sanded. So we're going to sand some cardstock as well. Oh, and it's got some bits and pieces and stuff. So let's kind of get started with some of this. So what we're going to do first of all is we are going to sand using our sanding block. All right. And now I can't find the sanding block. Are you guys excited? What to do with it? I think Tony came and stole it. I think it's in the same spot that my little cute tweezers are. Oh, here it is. She didn't steal it. I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper to work off of as well. Dave, do you know where Nicole went?
Last I saw, she was in the living room.
Her and Angie had a fight and Nicole went out the back door.
Nicole just went out the back door?
No, a little earlier.
Yeah, I heard it.
And she was back after that?
Nicole went into a room.
Okay.
And then she came out and sat on the couch.
Alright. Alright guys, so what we're doing now is the two Moonstruck papers that are 3 by 11. We are going to sand those to give them a distressed look. So I just found a nail file thing. And now you can see the difference between the two pieces. One is now more muted. Okay. Alright, so now both of our pieces are pretty distressed. If you kind of go along the edge a little more, you'll get more of a white look to the edges. Because Close to My Heart cardstock is white core. So here we go. So again, both of our pieces, but if you flip them over, you got solid. So you definitely can see the distressing on those. All right, and then it looks like as well, all right, we're going to need to cut out some stars, and I'm not sure how big they are. You know what, I think we'll use our stars in our pack and we'll go from there. All right, so again, I'm just going to distress the edges of this a little bit, just so that you can see a little bit of the white along the edges. Kind of softens the piece up again. So you can see it really tones everything down. All right. So there's those two pieces. We have our comic strip piece. We have our ends. We have our white little borders. Yeah, it's just a nail file, and I've of course dirty now. I got it at the dollar store actually. So is Nicole still here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3 stars and some buttons and things. So what we're going to do is with our first page, we are going to go ahead and this ends up being a 12 by 12 block. So we're going to put our piece here. We have a piece up here. We have a piece that goes here. We need to cut this down to 11 inches. Yeah, it is. Our zip strip we need to cut down to 11 inches, which is right before my hero on this one. Then we have the word super that we can use later. We're going to do this second well. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the top. Our piece of comic strip paper goes down the side here. We have a 4x6 photo that goes here. And then we have one. Oh. And then she's gone again, and now she's back. And those are alright. When you cut your paper correctly, you don't have to use another piece of white. But because I didn't cut it correctly, we ended up with extra white. Alright. Oh, good night. So we're going to gently tack these down. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll just tack the pages down gently. And that's because these don't look like they have anything specific. I'm going to tack the photo mats down really lightly, just because I want to be able to pull them back up and distress or do whatever I need to. All right. And we're bringing this down just about a 1/2 inch from the top and a 1/2 inch from the bottom. That's where we're putting those pieces. Oh, I'm gonna like that. I'm gonna use this side since I cut that nicely so that piece comes up. I'm gonna definitely use that side. And then we have our piece that goes in here. And this one goes off to the side here. So we're just going to tack these a little bit. Just so that we can pull them up to distress underneath and everything. And then we're going to do that one there. And then this one over the top. So this is page 1, and as much as it is not finished, it's not embellished. We haven't used any of our embellishments or cut any of our stars or anything to put on the page. This is just the basic page layout. Okay, so this is page 1, and you definitely want to put your stickies back so that you will know page 1 is done. So we'll work on page 2. And we're going to do exactly the same thing. 1 and 2. This mat doesn't go on this page. All right. This goes a 1/2 inch up from the bottom. And a 1/2 inch in. Just like that. I'm giving the directions, and that as we go, and I gave the measurements. If anybody places an order on my website, I will be sending out the cutting guides to you by Wednesday or Thursday. So for those who have placed an order on my website this week, they will be getting the actual directions for cutting guide and everything, and then we're just putting the layouts together. So there's a link on my website in order to purchase items, so that's really good. Okay. I will have some pictures of the layouts up probably by the end. All right. Well, and this looks like it is about 2 inches from the side. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. You're welcome. I'm going to go ahead and move that piece out of there. And then these, because they're photo mats, we just want to tack them down a little so that they fit in. This one's going here, and then this photo mat goes up and down here. And then this piece actually gets a flag kind of cut out of it. So you're going to cut a triangle out. And we're going to just tack this one real easy too, because I think we're going to pick it up and stress it. And I'm going to take that all the way to the edge of my paper, and about a 1/2 inch from that paper. And this is the basic for the second page of the layout. There's another red piece that we'll put in. There are some stars that go up in this area, or yeah, up here. There are some rub-ons and stuff that go as well. Okay, so this is page 2, just the pieces. So 1 and 2. We're going to do 3 and 4 next. Alright guys, we're going to do page 3 and 4 next. And these are built on white pages. Are you all paying attention, or did all of you get kicked off? Oh, good. Because everybody is being very studious tonight. Very studious. Alright, we're going to start with page 3. Yeah, I must. Must be. Alright. Page 3 has a 6x7 up here in the corner. That's okay. Just want to make sure you guys didn't get booted and I'm doing anything that you guys, or that you're bored stiff wanting to go somewhere else. And then this 12 by 5 inch piece. Goes here at the bottom, directly right with this piece here. Then we have one of our zip strips here that is sitting here about this height. We have our large photo mat that goes there. And we have a white little square. Where is it? Here it is. That goes up here in the corner. And that is going right exactly at the top here. And then this piece, this photo mat, sets in here like this. And then there's a white 4x6 piece that goes in as well. Okay, and now we are going to take our second zip strip piece. 1, 2, 3. All right, let me grab my ruler wherever it went. Here it is. Our zip strip, we are going to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to cut that into 11 pieces. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces of different lengths and things. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay? Those we're going to put on the second page. All of these we are going to tag off. Just a zip strip, just a zip strip. All right. We're just doing our little pieces here. Making little flags that stand up. I'm pretty good at cutting about the same length, it looks like. And then these little itty bitty ones. For the other page. All right. Well, I definitely know that that one right there is staying right there. And then I want a shorter one to go next to it. We can do a longer one. Oh, these are actually supposed to be spaced apart. Wondered why we seem to have had more up. It's a good thing there's a photo that goes there. All right. We're leaving just a little space in between each one of these little flags here. And I'll dig my gummy eraser out. That'll take those out. All right. So this is everything for page number 3. So this is the page number 3. And now we have page number 4. And this starts out here at the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and put this here in the corner. And then our top piece goes in over here. We have our starred piece that goes in here on this side. And then we have our blue piece that goes in here. And it all should fit really nicely in the corner. We have our long skinny piece, which is a photo mat. It's going to go here in this one. And then these little itty bitty pieces coming off of this guy. Another photo mat. And our last photo mat. And then in this area here, there are actually 3 photos that would go in this area. So we'll dig some photos out to put those. But this is page 4. Really simple to go together once you get everything cut. So page 3 and page 4 together. And we'll get some photos on it. So let's get the basics for 5 and 6. And these will be pretty simple pages as well. And I think on this one I'm going to go ahead and use the superhero side. And this bottom piece comes up 3 inches from the bottom. And then our superhero page, or superhero piece comes here. Then our gray piece is going to come in here like so. Yeah, it is really cute paper. I really like it. And then this one will get situated in this side as well. All right. Then there's the, up here in the top of this page will be a rub-on. And then some other embellishments and things. Oh, here we go. We have this other little piece of paper. And that comes down here off this side. Okay. So this is page 1, 2, 3, 4. This is page 5. Really, really simple. And then let's get page 6 together. Oh, this one's cool. This comes up, we want to lay our pieces right together so that we get them kind of together because they're going to be a continuation. You're welcome. Thanks for joining me. We're going to go ahead and lay this one down and go across. Oh, this one should have been... Well, that's interesting. Oh no, it does. It is bigger. All right. All right. Well, what we want to do is Bye. You know what? Apparently I had an extra piece of something that ended up stuck somewhere that isn't where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't know. I ended up with 3 pieces in this one, and I'm not sure why or how. I think that's extra. Oops. Alright. Because they also aren't the right size. Alright, that one goes there. This goes here. This goes here. Okay. Better. I don't know why this piece is all the... I'm thinking I have those mixed with something, and I'm thinking I should have... They might go on the last page here. Okay. Or they're extra. I'm not sure which. Yeah, because this one goes here. And this one goes here. And I'm thinking this one is just cut long. No, because I think this one's shorter, right? Nope. Alright, I think this needs to be cut at... ten inches. I don't think I cut this one down. All right. All right. There we go. Then we have 2 pieces. Alright, come on, adhesive. I have to find my... There's one right there. Alright. We've got 2 here. Oh, we've got some rub-ons and things that'll go this way. We have a couple of little pieces. So this is the basic outline for these 2 layouts. And there is a lot of decoration that happens with the rub-ons and things with this one. So pulls it together by having the pieces all together. So this is page 5 and 6. So I'm just writing that on the back. And then we'll get the bases for our page 7 and 8. Alright, these are built on white paper as well. And okay. Okay, so this is the pieces here. Let's get these on the second page before I start gluing anything down. Yep, I knew it. This one goes here. This one goes here. This piece goes here. This piece goes here. And this piece goes here. And then we have one here. I need another blue. And then one, two, three. And I need another two more blue photo mats. Two more light blue photo mats. So I need a 4x6. Which goes here. And I need a ruler. A 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And that goes here. All right, let's go ahead and get those down. So this page basically gets built all the way up. Start at the bottom and one layer at a time. I lost my little itty bitty piece. I gotta go find that. From my other page. Alright. Then you just kind of finagle it around. Make the pages touch. There we go. And this piece in the middle is off. And Harrison did too much, went to Girls and Boys Club today, and he was just kind of doing 16 other things. He really is tired. So this one is going to go right inside here. And then this one I'm going to come in there. There we go. And then the 3 pieces go 1, 2, 3. Oh, this computer. Okay, so that's page 8. We'll get page 7 done, and that way I can log off and save it before we lose everything. Alright, so we have the little red 1/2 inch by 7 that goes here in the corner. And then the blue piece that'll go right on top of it. And another red piece. And then we have our comic strip piece that's going to go right across the middle. Our photo mat that goes here. Our photo mat that goes up here. Our blue piece that comes in here. Our photo mat that's going to go down the side here. And our chipboard or our piece that goes there. So that is page 7 and 8. So there's lots of other little pieces that we'll be adding. Actually, it goes this way. So that's 7 and 8. So we have our bases all together, and then what we will do is we will start our embellishing tomorrow, or next week, next Wednesday, or next Monday, and get the embellishing done. I'm going to show the pages again. They're very cute pages. There will be pictures on my blog that'll show those pieces. and the decorations and things, so they'll be up. We're going to use our scraps. We're going to use our embellishments. We're going to definitely probably stamp a little because I want people to use the stamps and stuff. So again, these are the pages that we're going to use. We're going to use the rub-ons. And that, lots of picture spots, really great for a birthday party, a little boy, summer photos, that kind of thing. So I am tickled pink that all of you, I have no idea why that does that. I'm going to have to YouTube that and find out why, because really that is just absolutely annoying. So anyway, you all, I have the cutting guides. I will have those out to everybody electronically who purchased anything on my website this month. I really, really like them. These are campfire photos that my friend had, and she used them for campfire for little boy. You know, she's got all girls and everything, but really they turned out really great. So, definitely comic book related. If your kids have Spider-Man pictures or Batman pictures, those kinds of things, it's a really great set for that. So you can go and pick those up on my website, which is, oh wait, is it going to let me? No. Christine, can you pop a link in for me? Because it's not letting me do anything. Thank you. And I just, I have a great time when I hang out with you guys. I'm really glad that you all came this evening. I am tickled pink about hanging out with all of you and being creative. I will have some other information on what's going to retire for those of you who, you know, I know that you have special things that you want. I will let you know if those things are going to retire. I'm really sorry that Ustream kept going black. I'm going to have to kind of Google my camera and see if there's something with Ustream that my camera is giving grief. I might have to look at getting a new one. Hopefully next week I'll have new product to share with you. I'll share with you what we'll be doing in August with the new paper. And I have a great time. There is no glitter on this project though, Christine. None. No glitter. And so that will be not on this project, but maybe on the next one. All right, ladies. I hope that you had a great night. I enjoyed hanging out with you. My family, it's Girls and Boys Club week. Yeah, no sparkle. And so I need to go up. Actually, let me see if I can get one of the kids to bring the new kitty down so you guys can see her. Maybe. Do you guys want to see the kitty? And she has been a little rambunctious for being fixed, and so she has to be kind of isolated and everything. So, hey Dave.
Yeah.
Will you go grab the new kitty? My husband's gonna grab him. Grab her. It's a her. And her name is Periwinkle, guys. And that, like the color, Periwinkle. Only she's named after a cat on Blue's Clues. So, she's not blue, and yeah, it's very cute. So, and that. Well, let me stop the recording.